For decades, people around the world have displayed a range of special powers and abilities. These powered beings came together and built superpowered cities to thrive in. My name is Angus, and I'm a journalist for the Daily Deposit. My partner Sal and I interview the citizens of Super City, investigating incidents and exploits, and helping where we can, holding the powerful accountable. Because heroes don't do paperwork.
Yeah, so basically I would, save the kids, and then I'd get a phone number. And, yeah.
Sounds like a pretty sweet arrangement.
Yeah, it was nice. And they were, the phone numbers were from, hot single moms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yes, I knew
that. It wasn't from the children.
No, God, no. What? No, God, no. No.
You just said you'd save the children and you'd get a phone number, so...
I guess so. I just assumed you wouldn't think me a monster,
Well, hold on here. Maybe the kids just want to keep up, just
keep
let you know that.
Sure.
Just let you know that they're okay afterwards. It doesn't have to be weird.
No, you're right. I guess we've looped back around to me being the bad guy.
No, I'm not trying to put anyone on the spot here. Just in the moment.
The important thing is that
all I had to work with. Okay.
The important thing is that it was hot single moms, and that piqued your interest too. So, obviously, you and I have some common ground.
Of course.
Yeah. No.
It's obvious they know how to take care of another.
Thank you. Yes,
they've already sort of proven their laurels.
That's what it is. It's not like an experience thing. It's you and I are both like, I need someone to take care of me.
Exactly, with that intonation as well.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the shrinking should be good on the chair for, I feel like we've got an hour, maybe 2 hours. So we are going to we need to find somewhere to drop it off quick. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you letting us use your van to move it, but yeah, it's pretty small right now. Just got it in my pocket. And
it's good that you said you've got anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. No idea when that's going to let up, and you've just sort of put it right over your heart. So when it does grow again, you could die.
Okay, that's a good point. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put it in my pants pocket, not my shirt pocket.
That way, if it grows back to full size, you're just sitting.
Exactly. I'm right back where I was. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put it here on the dash, okay?
All right.
You know what? I'll get things started. While you just get us out of this roundabout, okay? Just please get us out of this roundabout.
I feel so silly having navigated to the innermost ring.
Why are we in the innermost ring of the roundabout?
It's the fastest way around the roundabout.
Yes, but we've gone around 3 times. Okay. All right, one second. Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City. I'm one of your hosts, Angus, joined as always by my co-host, Sal.
Hello, Angus. Could you just lean back? You're kind of blocking the blind
sure.
spot.
Sorry, we're reporters in Super City, but today we're hiding a chair.
That's not a euphemism.
No, it's not. We're not. It's a good thing to clarify. Sal, it does kind of sound like something dirty. No, listeners will know that.
I don't know. Chair with the boys last night.
Yeah. Something. May I push in your stool? Oh, that got a real big fur. I've never seen your brow furrow that much, Sal. Yes, listeners will know that we recently had a run-in with I recently had a run-in with a chair gifted to me by Sal. And it turned out it was some kind of sentient evil chair from potentially the beginning of the universe. Right. It really felt like the perfect chair for me, and that's really kind of how I should have known, honestly, from the start. But the chair last week had me trapped in a simulation, and through the power of amphetamines and throwing oneself off a roof, I was able to escape. And now we've got to put this chair somewhere safe. We tried leaving it by the curb for the garbage truck to pick it up, but then we realized that's not very responsible. We have to dispose of this chair. We need to tuck it away somewhere where it won't be found. So, we're just kind of driving around.
We had thought about doing like a Craigslist thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, chair for pickup, mildly sentient, may take control of your life and lock you in a simulation.
Yeah.
And I actually thought that was a good idea. But Angus correctly pointed out that no one ever reads the Craigslist description, so they'd probably just take it as a chair and then now you've got an enslaved toddler or something.
Exactly. Or it's like a weird sex thing for like an adult, like an old person. Like they're like, yeah, a chair, eh?
Oh yes.
They probably do hide the chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so we have to find somewhere in Super City where no one is going to happen upon this. I know we've been spitballing some ideas before the mics got rolling. I threw out Denny's, but Tish, because no one really goes there anymore. But then Sal pointed out that he's a big fan of the Grand Slam, so he seems like he's going there a lot.
Everyone knows that I'm a 3 strikes I'm in Grand Slammer, in that I get 3 a week.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's a lot of
cholesterol. Yes.
Yeah, bacon and eggs and toast and do you?
I got cut the other day and I did not bleed.
Oh no!
My blood is so thick that it can't get out.
Just like butter came out. That's not good, Sal. Let's deal with the chair first, and then maybe in classic fashion we will end this episode rushing to the hospital. But you never know. Okay.
One of these days it would be nice to do a car ride where we didn't have to go to the hospital.
It really would be. Okay, where else in Super City isn't frequented a lot? Oh, you got one?
We could go to the abandoned district.
Okay.
It's a completely vacant district.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure, abandoned is a bit of a misnomer.
Yeah.
Because while the district is, on paper, empty, it's abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
In practice, all the people who were abandoned by society also end up there. So, one of those scenarios where someone might find it, but at the same time, would anyone really care?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also okay. I'm just worried about the Matt King that's in the abandoned. All those guys with ponytails named Matt. No. They all got their ponytails tangled together, and now they're kind of one big writhing mass.
Amorphous.
Yeah, sorry. You guys can't see it. Sal is nodding big, like huge big nods. We all know, everyone knows who the Matt King is. Yeah. And it's a bit of a problem. So I would just be worried that one of those Matts would sit in the chair, and then the chair would instantly have access to like a bunch of people, ponytails, and who knows, like.
I hate how the Matts steeple their fingers.
They do.
What would you like on your sub? And then they'll just go, let me ponder that question. It's like, okay, it's a sandwich topping.
Yeah. It's like you had plenty of time to think about what you wanted on the sandwich, dude.
They all need to wear turtlenecks. No, but they do.
They do. Okay. What else? God, I hate to say it, but no one really goes to the library anymore, Sal.
Right. That's smart. And you could easily slip it in with all the other chairs there.
Or I was thinking hide it in one of the sections that like people wouldn't want to read, you know?
Like now, my only concern with the library is that while no one goes there, you mentioned one of the reasons you were able to sort of escape the simulation's grasp was sort of its inability to get the finer details correct.
Yeah.
I think inundating the chair with all this knowledge might actually work against its long term.
Yeah. No,
Sal and Angus might be shielded from those effects, but Sal Jr. and Angus Jr., who knows?
You're right. We need to think about the legacy we're leaving. Okay, no, that's good. And I will also say, based on the Super City Library, the chair might find a workaround being exposed to that much amphetamine. Because the local library is it's a wild place. When people do go there, I think they do night raves there. So.
Like most libraries, it has a quiet section, but its quiet section is still several notches above what most people would consider regular volume.
And I won't lie, I my first thought was, let's just throw this thing in a sewer, but then I was like, well, but then the people of downtown, like the underground city,
and as chill as Gutter Grime has been, I don't know how well they would take to having us pollute their turf.
Yes, exactly. And it just seems, again, kind of like the abandoned district. It feels like we're punching down a bit there. You know, we're offloading a problem to people who already have a full plate of problems. You know what I mean?
And I know right on the heels of that, our listeners are probably thinking, well, then why not offload it? Why not punch up? Why not offload it on those who are doing quite well? Yeah. And to that, all I have to say is billionaires have it hard enough.
They have it enough.
We don't need to add this to their thing.
And, you know, to their like, I don't know how good an idea it would be to give, because from what I understand, I was going to ask you about this. From what I understand, when I was trapped in the simulation, the chair was kind of puppeting my body.
Right. Yep.
And I don't know what the chair might do if it were puppeting a body with billions of dollars.
A lot of Uber Eats.
A lot of Uber Eats?
Yeah. But it didn't really know how to eat, so it just sort of mashed the food against your face.
Sure. Kind of like a Cookie Monster-esque.
Exactly.
Like, none of it's really getting in there.
That's exactly how I would have described it. Cookie Monster-esque.
Good. Well, shit. And at any point were you on to it? Like, did you know that it wasn't me?
I had my suspicions around the second week.
Really?
When I said, Angus, did you maybe want to go and get some deep fried pickles?
Oh my god!
And I was expecting you, and deep fried pickles, gross.
Yeah,
I don't
disgusting.
Yeah,
yucky.
But the chair said, I would love to insert those deep fried goodies into my mouth orifice. And I said, sounds like how Angus would normally talk. But Angus doesn't like pickles.
That's how I talk about deep fried hot dogs. So
Right. Regardless, I just figured your tastes were changing. Ultimately, none of the pickle actually ended up in your mouth. Cookie Monster-esque, we already covered that.
Now I'm just thinking about deep fried hot dogs. Do you want to get deep dogs after this?
Oh, I would be down to dog with you.
Hell yeah. Deep fried dogs. Deep dogs.
Deep dogs.
Double D's. Okay. Well, now this is energizing me a little bit because I really want those deep fried.
Now we're incentivized. We're also down to like maybe 45 minutes left on this chair.
Good. Well, I want to give you props. We're no longer in the very middle. We're no longer at the innermost ring of the roundabout. We're getting closer to the edge of the roundabout.
We're rapidly approaching our escape vector, and we will be slingshotting off to the next orbit.
Okay. You know what, Sal? I'm thinking about something.
Okay, so we're gonna ignore those awesome space puns.
Oh God, cool. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool.
No.
I also noticed you haven't commented on my shirt, but it's whatever.
Sal, okay. First of all, your shirt's amazing. It seems
I got it
expensive.
for being the best little astronaut at space camp.
Good. And they didn't have. It's a shame they didn't have any in your size, but I like that you wear it all the same.
What do you mean?
Which is it's like it's a crop top. It's meant to be a crop top.
Okay. Well, I'm learning a lot of details about my shit. Are you saying that this isn't a regular men's thick cut?
It's a lot of showing a lot of belly midriff, but it's nice. It's summer. It's okay. Sal's hot
this is
Sal
gonna
summer.
Be my hot Sal summer. Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Space.
The final frontier.
Yeah.
These are the voyages.
Okay. Hang on. Stop. We can't. That's trademark. We can't do that. No, because it's your shirt says the best, number one space cadet,
right?
And then on the sleeve here it says, "Go beyond the infinite." And it's just, right. I'm a lot of things are kind of coming back to me now. Sal, pull off here. All here. Right. I know where we need to take the chair. Pull off here.
Okay.
Okay.
What's going on? We are Pull the Plug Podcast with myself, Mrs. Godzilla.
And me, Justin G.
Myself, Justin Briner.
And me, Sarah M.
Pull the Plug Podcast, it's a place where music fans, pop culture nerds, and people who love dick jokes come together each week.
A place of worship, if you will.
Check us out at ptppodcast.com for all your dick needs.
Security's really lax around here.
Yeah, well, we did leave that back door in that
we
alley.
left it propped open 5 years ago.
So we put a brick in the back door. Well, I kept forgetting my keys and my key card. Not a lot has changed.
Nothing has changed. Look, the stain on my chair still here.
Oh wow, and your like indent from where you like your it's a perfect replica of your ass.
Exactly. Fits like a glove.
Ooh, sounds like a glove. Oh God. For listeners, we're back, and it kind of hit me, with Sal's shirt. I'm thinking, where's the best place to hide this? Someplace no one looked. Where do you tuck away the things you don't want? And I thought about where we got tucked away when we were unwanted. And listeners way back will remember when we worked for Shart, the Superhuman
Real
Action,
fans.
the real ones know. When we worked at the Superhuman Action Response Team before we were journalists,
Right.
we got tucked away in the basement of Shard HQ, and it was this infinitely spacious basement with all these cataloged crates of all these things locked away down here. Mm-hmm. And I figured, well, why not leave the chair here? So we tuck it away behind some boxes. No one will know it's here because it's not in the system.
And as we already knew from our time here, no one actually ever came down here.
No,
we've discovered it, and we never came back.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. Well, they talk. Yeah, I think we got a couple of guests to come down here, but they really left in a hurry. So This is not a place people want to remember. So I just guess we got to find a good spot. Oh, hang on. Okay, the chair is starting to grow back to normal. It's kind of like I don't know, the size of like a 10-month-old.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Very specific.
Wow, you just sort of instinctively started bouncing it in your arms.
It's just...
you also have that natural maternal instinct.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Out
someday.
of the two of us, you are the most hot single mom.
Oh, Sal, come on. With that shirt, you're pulling. I bet you got 3 phone numbers when we got out of the car. Okay.
Right.
You got 3 phone numbers when we got. You were just gonna ignore that. We parked at the end of that alley. And we walked into the alley, and you got 3 phone numbers just with that shirt. And I didn't realize, because we were sitting in the car, I didn't realize how short your shorts were. You're really taking the summer aesthetic, like.
Look, a lot happened while you were in the simulation.
Yes, I know.
I went to summer camp. I realized that I have that it factor.
Yeah.
And that, lastly, I realized thick is in.
Hey man, thick is in. I'm here for it. I will say I'm a little disappointed. I feel like, if only we had an episode of the time where I was in the simulation from your perspective, but we don't, unfortunately. So we just have to take your word for it.
The person I normally record my podcasts with was stuck in a simulation.
Oh man,
and I had no equipment on me.
It would have been really funny to hear the chair try and walk through an episode, Mm-hmm. But alas, that's not what it was. Just mostly DoorDash.
We just didn't do it. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. But that's okay. That's okay. The chair's getting tucked away. It's pretty big now. It's getting kind of heavy. Okay. Well,
it's funny because not every parent realizes that there's one day where you will put your chair down and never pick it up again.
Oh wow, that's
sobering.
It is sobering. Right. It is sobering. Wow.
So it's important to make sure your chair knows you love it every day.
Oh. I wish we maybe could have worked something out. I do feel kind of bad. I didn't try and reason with the chair. I just kind of tried to get out of there as quick as I could because I didn't like the idea of, my body being taken over by an AI.
Yeah, you're on a real autonomy kick. You're not really down with this whole having your mind enslaved in a machine.
Are you not on a real autonomy kick? Where do you stand vis-a-vis free will?
Oh wow. Do we really want to get into that now? That chair's looking pretty heavy.
You're
I
right.
don't know how quickly we can.
You're right. I don't think we have time for the libertarian free will argument versus the deterministic argument. Can you tell I've been reading a bit of philosophy lately?
Sure.
You can't tell? I thought the robes would have done it.
So I saw the robes.
Yeah.
But this isn't the first time I've seen you in a robe.
No,
and
that's
I just
true.
assumed that your laundry wasn't done because, being stuck in the simulation.
Well, yeah.
Now that I'm looking at you, if I may be so bold, you kind of got that kind of prophet.
Yeah,
prophet, Messiah.
No, God, no. I'm not going
heralding.
I realize now. I guess I have more of a religious thing going. I'm going for more of like a
Socrates,
like a Socrates thing going. Like more of a philosopher, not a prophet.
So like a toga robe, not necessarily like a Abrahamic religion robe.
Yeah. Sorry. I could see. Oh, you know what? It's on backwards. That's what it is. Okay. How about now? There we go. It's a bit more. Reads a bit more as
Anguses.
Ooh, Anguses.
Mm-hmm.
Angus.
Absolutely abhorrent.
Okay. Well,
I will leave you in this infinite base.
Hang on. The chair got a bit bigger. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Let me get the other side of that.
Okay. Yes. Well, let's do this together. What I was getting at was I feel kind of bad that I didn't try and reason with this chair, but obviously now is not a great time for this revelation. So instead of just throwing this thing away into the vast infinite, just kind of rolling it down the corridor, maybe we should tuck it away somewhere where we could find it again, just in case, you know?
All right. Well, it's about to go back to full size. Are you sure you don't want to throw your Angus back into the chair and have a heart-to-heart with it?
I don't think there's time. I don't feel I don't feel ready.
Right. You'd also have to do more meth to get out.
Exactly. And I just want to take a bit of a break from that. And I gotta come at it. If I read a bit more, I'm good. So I'll do a bit more research on like free will and autonomy and some good compelling arguments for that, and then maybe we'll revisit that at a later date. Right. But right now the chair needs to sit alone and think about what it's done.
You hear that, chair?
Yeah.
You're on timeout.
Yeah. Okay. So
if we had a timeout chair for the chair, we would put the chair in the timeout chair.
Okay. So I'm looking at the crates over here. Obviously, fan favorites. I mean, our favorite, obviously, because it came out so much. The crate of banana katanas.
Right.
What else?
Not going to miss that, but it's also a high likelihood of being visited by others, and those others might see the chair. So
yeah. No. Okay. Good. Here's the upside down jetpacks. The ones that push you down really hard.
Right. Yes.
Those were kind of they canceled that project almost immediately. But all the prototypes we could tuck behind that maybe.
Look at these ones. The macro waves. Those were the kitchen appliances that cooked your food with just like big waves of energy.
Yeah, but just harsh waves of energy. Yeah.
It kept eviscerating all of the food, so it wasn't really useful.
Yeah. Okay. The sizing is right. It could kind of tuck behind those, I think. Oh, okay. All right. We got to pick one.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a wild idea here.
Go for it.
What if we go a slightly opposite direction? We keep it here in the infinite basement.
Okay.
But look at our old workspace. Not a single thing was moved.
Touched. You're right.
In the 5 years that we've left. What if we just sort of slip it in with the decor?
Yeah, hide it in plain sight. Okay, Sal, that's genius. Okay, let's just put it over like you and I sat here, and we'll just kind of put it where like the guest would normally sit. You know, just kind of like just Oh, okay. Perfect timing. I think it just went back to full size. Also, thank you for letting me use the last year drops. Your prescription drops. The ones that put your feet down to normal size.
Well, I wasn't quite ready for the listeners to know about my orthopedic needs.
Do you want me to cut this part out?
No, let's get into it.
Okay.
Listeners, as you may know, I puff up when I get near peanuts. Unfortunately, in Super City, just about every shoe sole is made from a peanut derivative byproduct.
Yeah, it's like a Five Guys. There's just peanut shells everywhere.
That's precisely it.
Sorry,
unfortunately, this results in a near constant state of, foot swelling. And so to counteract this, rather than constantly injecting myself with EpiPens, I take a mild foot shrinking serum to shrink my feet down to the adequate size to fit in a size 10 men's loafer.
Very sensible.
10.5 if I need a runner. Because I like to have, because my feet will swell up naturally, not related to the peanuts, just from running. And you want to have that wiggle room. That's what the extra half size gives you.
I'm sorry for Sal. I've been pretty careless.
You brought it up.
I know.
It's talked about now.
I was very careless with my words, and
do you think I'm always soaking my feet? Look. Oh, look, my old foot soak.
Yeah, your old foot. Oh, yeah. Reminds me of Dex. Yeah.
We probably should have cleaned that out.
Yeah.
5 years has not done that thing any kindness.
No. It looks like a thriving little ecosystem in there. Yeah, little tadpoles and.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. For those of you listening at home, remember, try to do the right thing.
Hey, you don't think that the photocopier is still here?
I don't.
I wasn't really happy with the way things ended between us.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they are here. It could be an opportunity to
rekindle.
I don't know. Am I being crazy?
No,
Wanting
I
to
mean,
go and seek that closure.
I just want to be careful. I just don't want you to end up, falling back into old patterns, and that photocopier wasn't always the best to you, and so I just don't want you to kind of end up in a relationship again where the photocopier's kind of changing you in a way that you don't want.
You're one to talk about technology changing us.
Okay. Noted. I just want you to be careful. But yeah, if they're down here, you could go talk to them. Just be careful.
I don't know. Am I ready to be hurt again? You know what? No. Here, pass me my shrinking drops. I'm just gonna, real quick, put that on my heart.
Okay.
Get that. Get that.
You still have the little door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My little organ door.
Yeah. Organ door. All right. Yeah. So just one drop or
my
two.
Heart down so I don't have to feel those feelings.
Okay. You look like you're a little lightheaded.
Well, now I don't have as much.
Yeah. I don't. Okay. All right. Let's go to the hospital.
This is gonna be a twofer.
Hey everybody, Angus here. As always, Sal Bedfellow is played by Matthew Wally. If you like the show and want to support it, or any of the other shows in the Podcamera network, consider leaving a like, or a review, or telling a friend about it. All that stuff really helps. And you can head on over to podcamera.com and check out our merch store. We've got lots of cool hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. Anything you buy there helps us keep the lights on here. Thanks for listening.